Mpho likes Libo,
and Libo likes Mpho,
but she doesn't want Libo. She wants somebody else.
Guys, I finally found my guy. GASH1 is the smartest guy in that house. No doubt. GASH1 is the smartest guy in that house. No doubt. So, for a very long time, I've been looking out to see who is very strategic among the guys. And guys, I literally found him. Guys. Meets the most strategic housemates in Bbmzansi. Like literally, guys. Midnight conversations. Gosh. Midnight conversations have a way of spilling the bean, like just telling us what's up, what's happening in the house. Guys, if you're ready to hear all the gist that went down, I am spilling everything to you. If you're new to the channel, please take this minute to consider don't even consider, just click on the subscribe button right now if you like reality shows and real-time stories, because this is what I talk about in this channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so that you always get alerts of my video every time I share new content. Guys, I'm going to let you in on a secret. Sometimes I actually pop out videos of things that are happening or conversations that are happening in the house, but sometimes I take these videos out almost immediately because it's longer than the approved content share. So if you really want to be a part of my conversations, just subscribe and turn on post notification. It will help us a lot if you do so. So guys, let's have this gist. So guys, do you notice that I always love to talk about the late night conversations, and of course it started with our couple in the house, Terry and Rhino. I'm going to do a special video for those guys because I think I know what's going on between them. I'm going to talk about them in another video, not this one. This one is for GASH1. So GASH1 literally sold himself on camera. Like GASH1, like we literally caught GASH1 selling himself on camera, you know, talking about a lot of things. But I mean, the highest highlights for everything that GASH1 said, I'm not gonna lie, is when he talked about this. Guys, listen up to this conversation.
It's wise for us to have checks regarding definitely.
Now, this conversation was clearly going on between Libo and GASH1, and they were talking about Mpho. GASH1 had told Libo that he has a thing for Mpho, and they had a men's conversation between them. Now, listen to the conversation GASH1 now had with Mpho.
Expressive that she wants to fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have sex in the house. I also don't.
Now, guys, what do you make out of this? Earlier, GASH1 had a conversation with Libo about Mpho. Now, GASH1 is having a conversation with Mpho, and he is telling her that Libo wants to have sex, wants to actually have sex in the house, but he doesn't want to have sex in the house, that he'd rather have a relationship with her outside the house. What do you guys think, guys, is going on? Now, guys, that's not all. Earlier, we actually saw GASH1 working up, sitting with Sister Tamara, and they were talking about being honey. And GASH1 actually said that he's very comfortable with Sister Tamara right now, that before now he wasn't comfortable, and that right now he's willing to go the extra mile, even giving her a massage. Guys, listen for yourself.
I'm not giving a massage to you.
I know, but I need to try and control myself.
Now, I think this is really awkward. Asking to give Sister Mara a back massage, asking for a date, that you'd like to date her outside the house. Okay, guys, listen to the last straw.
Yeah, just calm down.
Now, that is GASH1 and Acacia in bed having a conversation, and guess what? They gossiped about tools and Yoli. Oh my goodness. There's so much to this GASH1. So many of us are yet to find out. So guys, if there's any intentional person in that house, it is GASH1. GASH1 from day one came in with a strategy. He knows what he's doing every step of the way, and he has his game on. Like, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to this shirtless guy, there is a lot of questions that need some kind of answers. The question is, why is he always roaming around the house shirtless? Why is he kind of suddenly getting close to Sister Tamara and talking, having some awkward conversations with her? Why is GASH1, why did GASH1 go to Libo to talk about Mpho that he's attracted, and why did GASH1 go to Mpho to tell Libo, Mpho that Libo just wants to have sex? It doesn't even matter who, but he just wants to have sex in the house. And then, why is GASH1 suddenly trying to be very close to Acacia after the whole Acacia drama and Tools thing, where in the men's conference they said it looks like Acacia has a crush on Tools? Like, why is this guy suddenly humping on all the big personalities? Why is GASH1 trying to get close to all the people who kind of have the spotlight and highlights, giving the show the highest highlights? I think this guy is acting for the camera, and basically I kind of sniffed him out because I was paying close attention to the very interesting conversation GASH1 and Yuli had about almost all the housemates in the house. So GASH1 and Yuli were actually talking about everything in the house. You know, after the whole food tension thing, everybody went into their different groups, and guys, Yuli and GASH1 have been an item. Now, Yuli and GASH1 have been an item, and this started after GASH1 actually revealed to Biggie that Yuli has been the only housemate that has been trying to figure him out, or is really figuring him out. So I think I didn't share that part of the conversation, but maybe I might get to share it. I don't know if I would, but if I don't, let's talk about it. So GASH1 said that Yuli is the only person that has been able to figure him out, that he's trying to share different types of his personality to the housemates, and that he's just going to give them the assignment of trying to figure him out. I think he's playing a serious master card game. He's playing like a chess game with his housemates. I'm not going to lie. So basically, after he was called out, they were having this conversation. They talked about strategy, and then, guys, GASH1 knows his housemates like with the back of it. Like, he knows them too well. He talked about Tato and Libo, and what GASH1 said blew my mind. GASH1 said this. Guys, listen again. Listen to this conversation.
Yeah, when Tools might sleep with Tato.
I don't think Tato will do it on camera.
Like, seriously, guys, hearing GASH1 spill all these things, talk about all the housemates, talk about the relationships and the triangles, talk about who would straff Tato. Like, he knows who is going to straff who. Like, let me tell you the gist, guys. So GASH1 actually said to Libo that there is a situationship, that Mpho and Libo are into themselves, but Mpho wants another person. Guys, did you hear that part? Mpho wants another person. So it literally means that Libo is there with Mpho, but Mpho is looking at somebody else. And I'm trying to figure out who that person is. I don't know if it's final, because they said Terry will come at her. I'm trying to figure out that conversation, but I'm going to get back to you guys. But the one that really blew my mind was when GASH1 talked about Tato and Tools, and I was like, you know, Libo and Tato have a thing. Like, they have a thing, they have a connection. So it's actually true. One of us was actually saying that Libo looked at Tato in a funny way. GASH1, if GASH1 is saying this, if there's a repetition, then maybe it's true. Guys, I don't know, but if you have figured this out, if you think you know this conversation, if you think you know what's going on in that house, let us know in the comment section. Share your thoughts on what you think. So GASH1 actually exposed that that there is something going on, and there might be something going on. If something is not done, maybe that's why Mpho has her equal eyes on both of them, Tato and Libo, that if not, something will go down. And then they were talking about who would have sex first in the house, and they're like, Vino and Terry, that one looks like an obvious couple. But then when GASH1 said Tato and Tools might get down, I'm like, guy, where are you getting all these intels from? Where are you getting these intels from? I was like, God, this guy is literally the smartest. And I'm like, but this GASH1 is all playing around Tato. I think Tato knows that GASH1 is just a big player in that house, so that's why she's not taking him seriously. But this guy has his eyes on everybody. He's understanding the game. He's selling himself. I mean, when he talked about how he snaps, he takes shots of the Johnny Walker and the housemates, I'm like, see marketing now. See marketer. You know, when they said this guy was an entrepreneur and he was getting to the house, I actually fancied him immediately. And looking at how slick he had been playing his game, in fact, at the point, people was like, you know what, on Saturday, you're going to dance, I'm going to make you dance. And I'm like, no, I still want to maintain my chill pill. You guys will not force me to do what I don't want to do. So, I mean, literally, I started suspecting GASH1 has a very bad game, deadly game, smart game going on when I checked the voting poll, guys, I'm going to say it again. When I looked at the voting poll, I noticed that GASH1 was not even in the list 3. Like, you know, if so, it simply means that if Biggie had not cheated Norman, if Norman had come up for eviction normally, had not actually, agitated fans, then maybe somebody else that we thought was even like had fans would have gone home, because GASH1 has a game on, guys. He has a game on. He was not on number 3. I was expecting GASH1 to be number 3, but Norman was there. So it simply means that there's something going on. And then, GASH1 actually explained that he has a very special bond with Norman, that that's his G. And then he was like, GASH1, I think I like the fact that you're very smart. And this strange thing about GASH1 is that he knows how to withdraw from friendships like almost immediately, or attractions almost immediately. And I think that's why most of the ladies in the house are not even taking him seriously. But guys, literally, when we look at it, I think the lady who is getting the real guys down to really having a decent conversation is Yuli. I think Yuli is really cool with a lot of people. I mean, if Yuli can still be rolling with BU, I think she's a smart babe. And I think her game is really tight. Because right now, I think GASH1 is just going to make her sit up on her game and like, okay, I know what I'm going to do next time. So literally watching this show right now, I'm just imagining what's going to happen in the next eviction nomination list. Like, I'm just here thinking, who's GASH1 going to nominate next? Who is Yuli going to nominate next? Because these guys are playing a deadly serious game that most of the housemates don't even have an idea of. Like right now, GASH1 is the underdog in that house. Most of the housemates don't even know he's existing. He's like invisible to them, but very visible to us, because we're seeing these things happen. I mean, but the only time, I think it's just the kitchen thing, the cooking thing, that is making him come out of the limelight. And I think this guy watched BB Naija. I don't know, but this is me saying, maybe he watched Big Brother Naija, and he knows that. I think he likes to cook, right? But I think he's just playing a very smart game. He's playing a very smart game. Guys, what do you think about what I've just shared so far? Like, this guy is blowing my mind with his strategy, and I'm like, let's not just be here watching and talking about love affairs, triangles, and this guy is on his solo lane, and before you know it, he might just go home with the 2 million rands, because this guy seriously has a strategy, and I think his strategy is a smart-ass one. Guys, what do you think? I think he's the chief strategist in that house. Like, seriously, I was thinking Dinky had a game plan. Yes, she did, but he worked against her. But right now, the game strategist, the chief strategist in Big Bbmzansi show is GASH1. No doubt about that. What do you guys think about my thoughts so far? Guys, literally, I'll be back here with more updates, because there's so much conversation. I'm sorry, I just can't even say all this in one video. I'll give you more updates. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share your comments. We'll be back here with more gist. Ciao.